there's start of the morning. What do we got? Nice walleye, I'm sure. Good morning. Mark Fisher here from Rapala, and we're up here on beautiful Rainy Lake, and we got kind of a late start this morning. It rained hard, and what we're doing today is the old classic up to Canada routine. And here's a participant in the day. Beautiful walleye on one of the very new custom HD color patterns that we're offering this year from Rapala. And we're offering them in matching the hatch type of philosophy with smelt. We have walleye for walleyes, we have smallmouth, largemouth patterns, rainbow trout, and so on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be throwing these baits out and really putting the brand new custom HD series colors to work today. But with this weather, we better keep going. Ooh, that's a dandy right here. Nice little smallmouth grabbed a floater in that HD pattern. Get them out of the water here. Going with the old mixed bag treatment, classic Canadian experience. Whoa, gotta be careful, lots of hooks. For years, smallmouth bass have been eating smelt on Rainy Lake, and unfortunately, through the years, the smelt have kind of died off a little bit, but there's obviously some fish that still try to forage on what used to be the real natural. Nice little chunky smallmouth. That's the beauty of coming up here to Rainy Lake. It's not always the length and the size of the fish, but just classics, fighting little chunks. So try and get a couple more. Here's a great example about using side imaging and how it helps your fishing. To the left, it shows where I'm getting transition from this sandy bottom to rock, and then over here off to my right side, while I'm been thrown to the bank, it gives me the opportunity, because I'm seeing rocks out here, that I should be throwing out to the right side as well. So keep your options open and make sure you're watching your electronics, not only just for sonar, but keep an eye on split screen situations where you can monitor your shoreline structure as well as what's out over your right shoulder. How fun is this? Another one came up and whacked the old original floater. We're just bombing shorelines, folks. The weather is not the greatest. It started this morning really kind of crummy and overcast. But what we're trying to illustrate here is saving faith on a trip that people take up to areas in other parts of the United States, or certainly up here in Canada. And God, he's a chunk, buddy. He's a chunk. And what we're doing is we're doing something as basic can be. We have a custom HD smelt applied, that pattern applied to the classic original floater. And here's a little buddy that showed up and seemed to like smelt just as much as the last smallmouth. But it's real easy target fishing, folks. Big granite wall corners. There happened to be one tree on this whole shoreline that's laying in the water. That last fish came off that tree. It's just fun fishing. You come up here to air out, listen to the wind blow through the pine trees, and catch a variety of fish. And so far today, walleyes, smallies, and a pike. The triple header of Canadian fishing. So we're gonna do a little more of that hunting and pecking. You know, today we've been fishing basically a floater pretty much all day. And the system that we're using is really simple, and it's something that you can put together so very easy. But with the balsa lure, such as the original floater, it has a wire through construction, sure, but today's equipment, you know, of heavy action rods or medium heavy action rods, coupled along with braided line, you can really stress the hooks, or you can actually break the baits after a period of time. So my system involves using a medium to medium heavy action rod, using 832 braid, and attaching an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. This is all Suffolk. And then the last thing is tying a loop knot when you have a floater. You'll notice there's no split ring, and basically I've used the classic traditional loop knot that Rapala has had for so many years. You can go to rapala.com and find all these knots and find out more about all these products. Smallie. Whoa! Nice little fish. Well, folks, I can't say enough. I hope you have really enjoyed the show today, because I just want to emphasize how much fun you can have. He's not a giant, but you know what? He puts up a heck of a little fight, and the fishing process today was real simple. Just throwing at shorelines, going around points, going around islands, and just keeping fishing fun. That's how we all get started. Keep your operations as simple as possible, and please, by all means, go out and try the new Rapala Custom HD colors, and tie one on and have yourself a good time. Mark Fisher here from Rapala for Midwest Outdoors. Stay tuned for more action.